Here's Ken Cuccinelli, who yesterday we played a clip as he was announcing, and make no mistake about it, they are trying to curtail legal immigration. They are trying to prevent legal immigrants who are here in this country from using services, intimidating them, that our society provides for the benefit of everyone. It is to the benefit of everyone that we have people around us who are getting health care. It is to the benefit of everyone around us that we do not have people, regardless of their immigration status, starving in the streets. And they're using this to specifically curtail immigration from countries where people do not have as much money.
Legal immigration this time.
Legal immigration.
Big, beautiful door in the wall.
And so someone asked him at the press conference yesterday, so when we have that plaque on the Statue of Liberty that says, we accept your poor, your what is it? Your poor, your
huddled masses yearning to breathe free, something. Like
your huddled masses. Tired. You're tired. Are we not? Are we done with that now? And he didn't really have a good answer. Well, he's come up with one, folks. He's come up with one. All we need to do, we don't have to take the plaque down. We just need to amend it a little bit.
Would you also agree that Emma Lazarus's words etched on the Statue of Liberty, "Give me your tired, your poor," are also part of the American ethos?
They certainly are. Give me your tired and your poor who can stand on their own 2 feet and who will not become a public charge. That plaque was put on the Statue of Liberty at almost the same time as the first public charge law was passed. Very interesting timing.
Although you mentioned the American dream is built on this idea that this is a place where you can come and build a life. It's where.
Yeah, I love that. It was pretty hard hitting, the response to that. Wait a second. So you're saying that there's an addendum. There's a qualifier to that. You're poor that can stand on their own 2 feet. What does that mean? What does that mean? That don't need any assistance whatsoever. As if Ken Cuccinelli is not getting assistance from the U.S. government. Never mind his job. Never mind the fact that all his paychecks have always come from government. But the mortgage interest deduction that he takes on his taxes, these tax breaks. Understand, when you get a tax break, what you're getting is a service, a free service from the government, a reduced service. Not reduced in quality, reduced in cost. You're getting services in kind, is what we used to call it in show business when you're doing a production. So you could call it a tax break, but you're not having to pay for the services you get as much as other people. You're not getting it in dollars per se. You get a SNAP card, you're not getting dollars. You're getting the ability to buy some food. I mean, and when you get a tax break, it means you're getting all sorts of services that you don't have to pay for.
Give it to a Republican politician.
I mean, here's the thing about this that I find frightening. It's already very hard to immigrate to this country if you don't have money. If you have money, you go to the front of the line. You just have to pay like several $1,000s or however much it costs, and you can buy a green card. The fact that they're making a big deal out of this now in their rhetoric is purely an attempt to whip up anti-immigrant and anti-poor frenzy.
Oh, of course. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Like, the policy is not going to be a huge difference from the way it is now.
Oh, no. The policy this is bad. This is very bad. They've already started to see, even months ago, you can start to see that legal immigrants are not signing up for services that they are eligible for. This is bad. Make no mistake about it. It's a continuation, but it is really, really bad.
It's them cultivating a more favorable electorate, frankly.
Yes. I mean, presumably, I guess, although I'm not 100% sure about that. It is them cultivating what they consider a more favorable citizenry.
Pleasing
You're right.
electorate.
It's just hard to imagine squeezing people more than they already have been. It's totally
They're just
disgusting.
shutting the door. That's basically what it comes down to. They're shutting the door. And we should add that they're doing it in such a way, I mean, aside from it being inconsistent with the history of this country, it was, or I should say, to the extent that it was consistent of this country, it didn't work out so well. That as they get more severe, some Republicans become less favorable towards immigration, but the vast majority of Americans become more favorable towards immigration. I mean, this polarization, we talked about this in the context of identity crisis. This polarization goes both ways.
I mean, most Americans frankly don't want a white ethno-state.
That's right.
No, most normal people are chill with everyone in their community and everyone they work with. And even if they don't have like a systemic critique of like borders and how they hurt the working class by dividing us, they don't want to see their fellow workers locked in cages and having their kids taken away.
And a lot of people still have, stories from, I mean, my dad, he wants to come down to New York to visit Ellis Island because he heard about that from his grandparents and stuff.
And frankly, a lot of workers do have a systemic critique of these things.
Well, I mean, I guess from my perspective, I don't care if they're workers or not workers. I mean, and they obviously are coming in and they're going to be, and I don't know that they define themselves that way, but they're just people who want to live a better life and have opportunity to care for their kids, care for their family. And what we're doing is inhumane. That's just the bottom line.